Hello and thank you for joining us once again on the 3-day weather forecast with Paul Ugbah. This satellite imagery shows a storm which originated from the southern parts of Chad, propagated westwards into the country, affecting places along its path as was predicted by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency. And by Thursday morning, the storm was over the FCT Abuja, where it gave rains to different parts of the Federal Capital Territory and environs. And so for the rest of Thursday, we expect the northeastern parts of the country and also the north central parts of the country to be partly cloudy with intervals of sunshine. And because of the rains that have affected these areas, it's not likely that we'll experience more rains over this area on this day. However, there are prospects for thunderstorms over the southern parts of the country, particularly over the southeastern parts, extending from Enugu through Ikom down to Port Harcourt and Warri areas. We also expect thunderstorms to affect parts of Ondo, in Akure, and also parts of Benin and Ibadan areas. Temperatures are expected to reach 39 degrees Celsius over Nguru in Yobe State and 33 degrees Celsius over Maiduguri in Borno State and Sokoto. We expect temperatures over Kaduna to be 30 degrees Celsius and Jos 25 degrees Celsius, while the FCT Abuja and Lokoja areas are expected to experience temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. Akure and Benin are also expected to experience temperatures of 30 degrees Celsius, while Lagos is expected to experience the lowest temperature over the south at 27 degrees Celsius. By Friday, there are still prospects for thunderstorms over the southern parts of the country, still particularly over the southeastern parts of the country, extending from Enugu through Imo, Abia, down to Port Harcourt and Bayelsa areas. There are also prospects for thunderstorms over the Niger Delta states of Edo and Delta states. Temperatures over these areas are expected to remain as low as 28 degrees Celsius over Lagos, Ikeja areas, 29 degrees Celsius over Port Harcourt in Rivers State, while other places in the south are expected to watch out for temperatures within the range of 30 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius expected over Warri. The northern parts of the country are expected to experience temperatures between 33 degrees Celsius over Kano to 39 degrees Celsius over Nguru, while the FCT is expected to experience temperatures of 31 degrees Celsius and Lokoja 30, Makurdi 32 degrees Celsius. By Saturday, the northern parts of the country are still expected to be partly cloudy for most of the day, with prospects for thundery activities, not necessarily likely to be accompanied with rains. However, storms that are expected to affect the southern parts of the country are expected to give some to places around Enugu, Ikom, Calabar, Port Harcourt, Warri, Benin, and also parts of the Akure areas in the southwest. Temperatures on this day are expected to drop slightly over Nguru to 38 degrees Celsius, and over Maiduguri we expect 35 degrees Celsius, while Sokoto is expected to experience daytime highs of 34 degrees Celsius, similar to what is expected over Kano. The FCT Abuja is expected to experience temperature of 32 degrees Celsius, similar to what is expected over Minna in Niger State. Down south, we expect much lower temperatures, especially along the coastal areas. Port Harcourt is expected to be 28 degrees Celsius, and Lagos, Ikeja area is expected to be 29 degrees Celsius, while other places around the southern parts of the country are expected to experience temperatures of 30 to 32 degrees Celsius. This is where we'll conclude our 3-day weather forecast, we advise that those who are living particularly over the southeastern parts of the country should not step out of their homes without their umbrellas in the event that rains occur. Thanks for watching, and see you again.